Hi everyone, this is Deb, and I'm here to do a flip through of what I have completed so far as my pages go. The next layer, as you can see here on the cover, I've put some words, I've put some crocheted doily, a piece of that on there. I don't know if I had that on there, but I know I didn't have that. I had added this last time. Here is a dangle that's attached to this trim. I added this so that you can see that pocket. I've got a thumb hole punched out there. Here is this page. Got this little tuck here. I put this pom-pom trim. You may have seen that last time, I forgot to mention it. Glued that on there. Here is a page that I tipped in. There are several pages in here that I have tipped in, and I want to show you how that works. So basically, it's a double-sided sheet of paper, or they're actually from the inspiration. And hang on a second, I forgot something. Alexa, set the alarm for 25 minutes.
25 minutes, starting now.
Okay, now we're good to go. Anyway, from the inspiration book, I took 2 pages, glued them together to make one heavier paper. And so this page is shorter than this page by this amount. Once I glued them together, I sewed around them. This is a hinge, so you fold it over by however much that you want, and then you glue this hinge to this page, or whatever page. You could have just as easily glued it over here, but because I wanted to have this picture, I hinged it here like this. Okay, then over here I've got this trim here. I like a lot of trim on my corners, or on my edges, so I put that on there. Here is another tip-in page. It is just one page because I liked the image on both. And again, I did it the very same way. I just folded this over because I wanted this to show, not necessarily the rest of that table. So, and I glued it here on this hinge. You can also make hinges out of fabric, like muslin or whatever, but then you'd have to cover part of your page, and I did not want to do that. So, still here, glued this down, still haven't finished this up. Still haven't done anything with the flip out. I did add a rose to that. Okay, this is the same. I don't know if I had done this page or not. I think I do. I think I did this on camera with you. I know I did these 3. I'm pretty sure I did this. I added this eyelet lace, and here is a belly band. This page is not done yet. Nothing is completely done yet, but this is what I've done so far. I added this image to this page, and I tore around here. I added this vintage fabric ruffle there. I put a fabric ruffle here. I did a bit of collage here. One of the terminology that you'll hear talked about in the junk journal world is glue books. And that's exactly what this is. It's not a junk journal because it doesn't really have a lot of junk, and it's not a journal because you can't write in it. So as I was going through all this, it dawned on me that what this is a glue book. So that's basically where I have taken images and I've just glued them down into a different book. So that's what this is a glue book. So I've got different images back here. I glued this image on there. I already had these on here, both of these. And so I just decorated that page. You've seen this. Here is another collaged page. That's basically what all of these pages are collaged. So this is fabric that's on the background. These are just images that I had cut out of my book, my inspiration book, and I have glued them onto this page. And these are just things that I like. Granny chic stuff, old china. Here's a recipe, what she calls a recipe for a half penny, which is a half apron. And I left this cup open. So I do have some details such as this, but I still have a lot of the small details left to work, to add. I added this lace to this page. I added this to this page. Here is another collage. So I put a complete background page on here. I added this image and that image to make it look like a collage, or I mean to make it look like a vignette, and it is collaged. This page is not done yet, but that's where I'm at so far. Here is a belly band double pocket, which you've seen before. I don't know if I had that on there or not. I don't think I did. Here's another flip out that I added. So we've got this really cute picnic theme image. I've got some lace or some crochet from a tablecloth sewed. You can see that it's sewn on there. And it flips over. Probably won't do much else with that. I may do some things with this. We'll see. Still have this page left to do. I've added this ruffle. It is a doubled ruffle. So I folded it over and ruffled it and then sewed it on. And I thought, you know what, I don't like it that way. So I cut this so that it's now like this, and I like it better. I could actually add something on the inside of there, but I wanted to be able to, when I closed it, to be able to see this show. That was the method to my madness. And this was also tipped in. So I used washi tape to tip this in. And attach to this page. Still have that page, obviously. I think I'd already added that. I know I'd already added that. I won't put these in until I'm completely done, because obviously it'll make it really hard to glue. I added this. I put this tab. Here's a pocket. Still have work to do on this. Here is a pocket And I added a piece behind there so you could see the thumb hole. I added this paper ruffle. Here's that wonky sheet that's in there, that wonky page that's in there. I added a piece of lace, crochet lace, and a piece of crochet. And I'll probably do other things. I mean, these crocheted areas make really nice places to add dangles, and I suspect that I'm going to sew on lots of dangles on this. That's my plan anyway. You got this page. Love this page. Hated to cover up this little bit, but man, I love this lace. Somebody was so, I think it was my my swap partner. I have a swap partner. Her and I swap all kinds of stuff, journals that we've made for each other and all kinds of stuff. And I think that she sent this to me, but it's so gorgeous. I love it. It's kind of girly, but it's granny. This is granny. This is kind of girly, but I'm going with it. So glued that on there. See how good that looks with this page. Very 70s. This is slow stitch. So you will see on our group page today that I put information out there about our February sew along, and it's going to be slow stitching, and this is a good example of slow stitching. So if you're interested in that, go onto our group page and read all about that. So this is the last, this is the back cover, and I have Dottie Angel. This book, my inspiration book, is a Dottie Angel book. And so she uses a lot of big letters like this that's cut out. And so that's why I've done that. I'm probably going to use my my pin and put fake stitching on there. This is not quite done yet, but you'll want to make sure that you sign your book someplace, and that you have some kind of a date, because you never know. I mean, one of these days your book may be in the Smithsonian and they'll know who made it. So this is the back cover. The next go round will be adding more of the details, more of the small things. So like, I still have quite a bit of the things cut out that I want to, that I still want to add. I still have all kinds of doilies and good stuff. Can you believe I only have one piece of rickrack, and somebody gave me this rickrack? I don't know what's wrong with me. I need to be kicked out of the Granny Chic Club. So I've got all these kind of images, and you'll see that some of them are tiny, little teeny tiny images that I cut out of my inspiration book, that Granny Chic Dottie Angel book. And so these are all things that I'm going to add. They're cute. So as I had talked with you before, you know, I kind of do it in layers. You know, big things, other big things, not quite so big things, medium-sized things, laces, trims, buttons, small things. And I didn't do all this on camera because, I mean, it's boring. You guys can figure this stuff out. If there's something that you have a question about, you are welcome to ask me at any time. But, you know, you guys make quilts and can figure this out just like I did. And, I mean, it's all created in your head. There's no manual that can tell you how to do this. So, and I didn't want to bore you all with you guys watching me glue and making decisions and figuring out, talking to myself, figuring out what it is that I want to do. So anyway, I am thrilled that you guys are enjoying putting together your own memory books, your own journals, however it is that you want to use these. It's so exciting to know that you're enjoying doing this as much as I do, and that you're sharing. I love that. I love seeing all the things that you've gathered and collected, and you know, the video that IAC did, and it's just all so wonderful. It's just so wonderful, and it just thrills me beyond words to be able to share with you your creations, or that you share with me and us, the group as a whole, your creations. So I tried to also share other YouTube book artists that I enjoy watching. You know, I could certainly put my favorites on there. My favorite is Shabby Dabby Doodah, Tina with Shabby Dabby Doodah. She's in the UK. She happens to be my favorite YouTube artist because, I mean, I've watched her for a couple of years now. So, you know, she talks about her family and the weather and all these different things, and all of her life, you know, her life happenings. And I like that. That is appealing to me. So even if she's just cutting and gluing and talking about her family, that I like that, because, you know, I can listen to her while I am doing my own crafting, and it's like having somebody there with you. It's like your best friend is there with you. And anyway, so she's my favorite. I thought I'd share that with you, and you could check her out, Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah on YouTube. And she also has a Etsy page, an Etsy store, excuse me, and she sells digitals. I really like her digitals a lot. Her style is a little, I do like her style. My style is very eclectic. I like all different kinds of things. I like this vintage granny chic look. I like the frou-frou look. You know, as you know, you've seen the books that I've shared. I like all kinds of stuff. So her style is kind of Victorian, a lot of ladies and parasols and that kind of stuff. Very frou-frou. So anyway, check her out. See if you like her. And, you know, there's other really great YouTube artists on YouTube. So check them out and see if you like them. And because I'm not thinking that this is something that I'm going to continue to do as far as make videos. It's not really my thing. I mean, it really is easier to share like this than to try and take pictures. I mean, it is easier to do that, but I'm just not really that interested in I mean, making videos while I am trying to create is a style cramper, and so I probably won't continue to do that for long. I know I talked about us doing like the next theme, which was the recipe, you know, kind of cookbook, kitchen stuff. And we may do that. I told you I would. And so I will, if you want to do that. If you're not interested, let me know, and then I won't worry about even getting the whole thing together. So anyway, next video, going to add another layer of small things. Something else I wanted to tell you about this book. So because it's a glue book, it's a little different than your typical journal, because journals have a lot of pockets, a lot of tucks, a lot of journaling cards, a lot of pages that are empty specifically for journaling, and that's not what this is. So I'm glad to see that some of you are utilizing your creativity and how you want to do it, so that you leave yourself room to journal and make it your own. Make it how you will use it, how you will enjoy it. That's the whole idea behind this. So anyway, I think that is everything, and so I'm going to sign off for now, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.